And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Philadelphia Union versus Inter Miami CF in the Leagues Cup 2023 semifinals. The first of two tonight, and we have enough time to do both, even if there was a shootout. So that's great. They did stagger them just enough. I was a little bit worried when LA blew it, but here we are. Philadelphia Union contra Inter Miami CF en las semifinales de la Leagues Cup 2023. The winner will be confirmed to the CONCACAF Champions Cup 2023, or 2024, I should say. The loser has to play the third place match to see if they make it to Champions Cup. So we'll see what happens. Starting 11s are as follows. Andre Blake in goal. The back three of Jack Elliott, Jakob Glesnes, Damian Lowe. The midfield four, Kai Wagner, Jesus Bueno, Leon Flock, Nathan Harriel. And the front three of Daniel Gazdag, El Brujo Martinez, and Chris Donovan. For Inter Miami CF, we have Drake Callender. The back four, DeAndre Yedlin, Sergei Kritsov, Kamal Miller, Jordi Alba. The midfield three of Dixon Arroyo, Sergio Busquets, Benjamin Kremashki, and the front three of Lionel Messi, Joseph Martinez, and Robert Taylor. The same 11 that we've had the whole tournament pretty much, except for the time they started Gomez, which was stupid as hell. But 2-4, your prediction. I don't know if it'll be like that. It'll probably be like 2-1, or this will go to penalties. I don't think it's going to be a blowout for Miami. It's going to be a tough match. I think Miami wins overall. I think they win. But Philadelphia, it's going to be tight. They can play defense, but who knows? Maybe Miami makes them pay for them looking bad the past three matches. Who knows? Monterey versus Nashville. Yep, and we'll be live for that at 8:30. So we got Henry. What up? How we doing? We're out because we couldn't win a game. We're not acting like the big club we are. Miami pretty much did what I wanted Toronto to do, let's be honest. Which I'm fine with it. Because, I'm happy with Messi doing what he's doing. Philadelphia Union are not much better than LAFC neither. I mean, Philadelphia might just be worse right now. I think LAFC, they sort of let Monterey have the game. Philadelphia hasn't really looked that good at all over the past three games since the group stage. Happy early birthday. I'll tell you happy birthday on Thursday as well. Here it is, folks. How we doing, Hans? Your Spanish is good. Gracias. Gracias, amigo. Happy birthday to your pup. Benjamin Kremashki. I changed my profile because I have enough Barcelona there, apparently having hypocrisy on refereeing this weekend when they know they're having to taste their own medicine. I mean, the referees sucked in that match against Getafe, but Barcelona deserves it, though. You're Pacific, so 2 hours 4:10, give or take. 4:10, give or take. Because, they have to have a couple of minutes in between. Of course, 6:10 for me, but 7:10 on the East, 6:10 Central, 5:10 Mountain, 4:10 Pacific. Whatever Hawaii's under, I guess it'd be 2:10, because Hawaii's a little bit even further back. So I think they're 2 hours behind the Pacific time zone, but should be two good games tonight. I agree. And three of these four teams will go to the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Or I guess technically all four. Well, no, not technically all four, but Monterrey's already in the Champions Cup. Good timing. Toronto should go to Copa Libertadores. Oh, hell no. Not right now. No. Unless you want to see me lose my mind and just snap. I don't know if you want that. Thoughts of Harden calling out the GM of the Sixers. He always wanted out. I'm not surprised. The third place and final are both on August 19th. I'll at least be suited up for the final, but if I wear parts of that suit for the third place match, well, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is. Can snakes bite off Messi? Oh, yeah, because Philadelphia has snakes. No. Messi's going to step on the snake. Who should go then? Not Toronto. Don't send them to Libertadores. Miami, if they don't go to Champions Cup. LAFC, they're not in it yet, no. LAFC going to Libertadores would be cool. I think you should send Chivas. Send Chivas? Oh, wait, no, they're in Champions Cup. If Leon, I heard Leon will be in Champions Cup if Monterrey makes the final or wins the third place instead of, because Monterrey's already in through Liga MX, which Leon got knocked out in the round of 32. And they make it? Huh. You do realize you're talking to the man who goes Gollum over that trophy, right? Okay. At least for Toronto's sake. When it comes to Toronto and CCL, that's probably the reason why, yeah, which is only fair, I guess. Hey, at least they're in as defending champions because Monterrey made it already, and they were like, yeah, they won. Let's give it to them. Nashville, Miami, and Philly already haven't. And I guess Leagues Cup supersedes the league. And if they don't, I get $50. I remember, Jose. It may be tonight. It may be Saturday. But just remember, I will make sure you remember. Let's be honest. I'm really happy Messi didn't go back to Barcelona. Barcelona are no better than PSG. They can't even get the name. Can't even get Neymar back. Exactly. Like, Barcelona's in trouble. Hell, I think Real Madrid is going to win La Liga this year. I can't believe Barcelona won La Liga last year, to be honest. Like, Xavi's a good manager, but he's the only thing keeping them together. I'll give it to Xavi, but still. Chivas fan talking about corruption. Well, I mean, I don't think Chivas have ever been the corrupt team in Liga MX. I don't think Chivas has ever done anything corrupt. I'll give them, I respect Chivas, but I don't think they've ever done anything corrupt. At least as far as I know. America, they've done corrupt shit. Monterrey, they got plot armor. I won't say they're corrupt, but they got plot armor. Tigres, well, respect them, but still. I mean, to basically become a Equipo Chico, I mean, they've had to do some corrupt things. Leon? No, I don't think so. I'm sure Pachuca has. But I don't think Chivas have. Teams are walking out, ready to go. I know Spain women are in the final after beating Sweden. Congrats to them, but I'm not cheering on the Barca players because you know why. Let's see who fills out. You know what? I say Chelsea. Chelsea are in it because they won 2021, James. Yeah, because they won the 2021 Champions League. Chelsea. Because that midfield of Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, and Lavia is the best in the league. And by then, 2025, oh my. Oh my. Chelsea. That midfield. It's that midfield. It's Caicedo, Fernandez, Lavia. That midfield is the best in the league. The team they're building up with Pochettino, they're going to win the league in the next 2 years. They're going to finish top 4. And I thought they would finish about top 6 going into the season. But after this, maybe top 4, top 3. They're back. They're back. I want Australia to win this morning and then not yet, but maybe in the next 2 to 3 years when City drops off, which they should. But there you go. So I think the 2025 Club World Cup is Chelsea. Just a hunch. If they keep all this together and it goes to plan, yeah. But match is about to start. Prediction 2-1 Miami. And then for Monterey versus Nashville, I say 1-1. Monterey wins on penalties. I could easily see that going to penalties. Hell, this one too, I could see going to penalties. But I think we'll get at least one shootout tonight. At least one, if not 2. We could easily get 2, but I think we get 1. I think Monterey will definitely be stymied by the defense in Nashville, but they'll do enough to send it to a shootout. Nashville will as well. Just a hunch. Maybe if Bertarame's still there. I don't think Reece James is going to get burnt like Palencia did. I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe Cucurella. Maybe him. If they don't get rid of him. Okay, maybe he'll get burnt like Palencia did, but yeah, I could see that too. I don't know. Maybe. But he wouldn't. But Reece James wouldn't get burnt. Not by a Monterey player, at least. 3 wins, 0 losses, 2 draws for Philly. 4 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw for Miami. 11 goals to 17 in Leagues Cup. 4 goals allowed to 6, 86 shots to 57, 37 shots on target to 30. Man, Miami is very, very clinical. Starting 11 for Philadelphia Union. Andre Blake, Kai Wagner, Damian Lowe, Jack Elliott, Jakob Glesnes, Nathan Harriel, Leon Flock, El Brujo Martinez, Jesus Bueno, Daniel Gazdag, Chris Donovan. For Miami, Drake Callender, Jordi Alba, Kamal Miller, Sergei Kritsov, DeAndre Yedlin, Benjamin Kremashki, Sergio Busquets, Dixon Arroyo, Robert Taylor, Joseph Martinez, and Lionel Messi. Monterey almost beat prime Liverpool. Why not Chelsea? Almost. That wasn't prime. That was prime Monterey. That was prime Rayados. That was prime Rayados. So here we go. That was prime Rayados versus prime Liverpool. They are not prime Rayados right now. Kremashki. Unless Cortizo he should become a big player, but we're off. And we're off in Philadelphia. Miami versus Philadelphia. The winner goes to the Leagues Cup final. The loser goes to 3rd place and has to fight for a Champions Cup spot. But we are off. down in Chester, Pennsylvania. 90 minutes or a shootout. Either way. Kritzov plays it to Calendar. Philly pressing early. What do you think about Fulham? They're not going to be as good this year as they were last year. That's my thoughts. Leon sold players, of course, they won beat Man City. We weren't talking about Leon. Not right now, no. I'm focused on Leagues Cup. I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see he's back. I kind of hate it wasn't. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't a conspiracy because that made it easier for him to get his channel back. But I kind of wished for like the drama, not for the drama, but for like it'd be cooler just to play it as a conspiracy. Like you could be like, yeah, it was. Like he explained it all, the copyright strike or the community guidelines strike. But for me, it's like you could have just played it like it was a conspiracy. Like that's like kayfabe it a little bit, man. Everybody thinks it was a conspiracy. Why don't you just play into the kayfabe? I mean, that's just my opinion. But I'm happy he got his channel back. Why don't you just play into the kayfabe? Because, you know, that gets you more over. If you play into the kayfabe, that gets you more over. So, hey, but I'm glad he's back. Well, no, there have been a couple of South American clubs that have won the Club World Cup. And Tigres almost won it that one year they played Bayern, and they should have, honestly. But I'm glad Attack is back. Shot, goal! Goal! Joseph Martinez! It's 1-0! Miami! 1-0! Gol de Miami! Gol de Martinez! Well, yeah, Philly does suck now, don't they? Miami's got this. Early, 3 minutes in. Whoever said this might be a blowout might just be right. Well, 1-0. Joseph Martinez scores his first from open play. Let's see if he was onside. Long ball played over the top. Yeah, Joseph was onside. Man, he had him beat. Banger of a shot past Elliott. What a shot, Joseph. Miami has the lead. And Andre Blake was not in any position to make a save on that. There you go. You did tell me. Joseph in the 4th minute. Joseph with his 3rd goal of the tournament. That was the old Joseph, I agree. That's the Joseph Martinez that was freaking dominating at Atlanta before the ACL injury. That was the shades of old Joseph. The world beater Joseph. That's what I love to see. I love to see it. You love to see it. That's the old Joseph. Shot. Is Saudi ruining football? I mean, no. Not really. The only reason English fans are mad is because Saudi is doing exactly what the Prem did to smaller leagues over the past 30 years. Okay? I wouldn't say Saudi's ruining football. They're giving a lot of money to these big players who may be over the hill or may not be ever get a payday like that, and rightfully they're taking it. They're either taking their last payday or taking a payday they would never get from anybody else. Look at Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves, yeah? He would never get the payday he got from Al Hilal from anybody else in the world, even the MLS, thanks to the cap structure. He goes to Saudi, they give him an offer he can't refuse, like it's Godfather. And English fans are mad because they're supposed to be, the Premier League's supposed to be the best, most talented league in the world. Like, they'll go to Serie A and still the best Italian players. They'll go to Portugal and still the best Portuguese young players. Miami's still knocking on the door. Here's the thing. Saudi Arabia, you may hate that they have this project, and I don't even really like it either. I wish these players were still playing in Europe. But, hey, everybody's got a price. The $1 million man said it himself. Everybody's got a price. And I can understand that Saudi's not doing anything wrong. They're just doing exactly what the Premier League did back in the day. It just really pisses off the English fans because now they're the headhunted, not the headhunters. Technically, there's been 3. 2019, 2021, and 2023. There was an 8-team tournament in 2019 that Cruz Azul won. In 2021, it was a 8-team? No, 16? No, it was an 8-team, I think. Still an 8-team tournament that Leon won. And then, of course, now you have the Leagues Cup that counts for something. They would have had one in 2020, but COVID ruined it. It would have been a 16-team tournament. And then in 2022, they would have had a tournament, but the World Cup and the fixture congestion, because of that, made them make it a showcase. So it was the Leagues Cup showcase when Cincy played Chivas, America played LAFC, Galaxy played Chivas, RSL played Atlas. So they had those 5 games. So 3 tournaments, and then one they should have had, and one became a showcase. So 3. This is the 3rd. Flock, shot, past the post. That'll be a goal kick. Makes sense because Benzema, because he's Muslim, but why Neymar, of course, because of the money. They'll be offered things that Europe may not offer that much anymore. That's true. No, it was Joseph Martinez. Can Philly come back? Maybe. I wouldn't say they're out of it. He just wasn't in the right position. Sometimes that happens. So. What? I never said that. What? 1, I picked Miami to win this game in my predictions. 2, you just came up with that. What? I'm not that much. I've never unknowingly gambled. All right? And I don't think this is the first time. What? If I gamble, I knowingly gamble. You didn't even put words in my mouth. So. They used to, but then Mike Leach passed. Now they're coached by Zach Arnett. Rest in peace to a legend. Fair winds and following seas, Mike Leach. Boom. Busquets fouled by Wagner. True. Because they are in Frisco. That was his first open play goal in this tournament. Saludos. It was a heart attack that killed Leach. He had a heart attack. Back in December. 10th minute. th minute. Bienvenidos. Playing forward, Philadelphia 1-0 Miami. Joseph Martinez, goleador. th minute here. Miami. Speaking of your $50, the only $50 I have is with Jose. With Jose. He said Monterey doesn't win. He's putting down a $50 super chat. That's the only $50 I have. That's the only $50 bet that I have going right now, as far as I know. Scored in first 10 of the 4 to 6 Leagues Cup matches, Miami did. So, that's where we are. I didn't. One. Jose's is a one-sided bet. Second of all, I didn't bet anything about the Miami game. So, I don't know what he's talking about. I would know if I bet something because I only make bets knowingly. My brain don't shut off over bets. It still would have been, hold on, playing forward, Arroyo. Let's see. Never mind. Yeah, they went forward. Let me see this score line again. Hold on. Where is it? Ah, here we are. Wait, no. Is it that far back? Ah, here we go. It would only been 3-2 if Araujo didn't get called offside, which he wasn't offside. You could say the penalty, so it should have been 2-2. But Miami, the last time they were in a penalty shootout, they were perfect. I don't think Orlando would be. So, no, they didn't get cheated. I mean, maybe in terms of the penalty should have been, the Joseph penalty shouldn't have been a penalty and Araujo should have had 2 goals. Yeah, those are some bad decisions. Would they have lost anyway? Probably. So did they really get cheated? No. No. There's a difference. There's a difference between getting cheated and losing anyway, even though there was some bad decision. He said the penalty. Yeah, the Joseph penalty was soft. I agree about that. I agree the Joseph penalty was soft. You think Messi scores? He hasn't went scoreless yet. He'll score it some way. Hell, he scored right at the end of the Charlotte game. Like, he'll find a goal just so he could find a goal. Yeah, I'd put money on it. Now that, if I were you, I'd put money on. I'm not putting money on it myself. But why don't they use VAR? Oh, they have VAR. They just don't. They barely use it in this tournament. I will say that much. 15th minute. Yeah, the penalty was a soft penalty. But I don't think Orlando would have beaten Miami anyway, even if the penalty was rightfully not called. The shootout, I think Orlando would have lost the shootout. And I do think Araujo should have had 2 goals. I think the offside was BS right at the end of the game. I think he was on. So, again, cross in. Bueno, headed away by Miller. Nice run. Nice run. Miami has a long run. Here comes Joseph. Joseph burning down the pitch. Plays it up. Messi. Joseph. Messi. So, this is true. But they didn't, did they? 15th minute. Is Busquets playing? Alba and Busquets are playing. Yes, they both started. 15th minute. Oh, Messi. I thought he would have the ball. That was Robert Taylor, actually. Okay, I can see why he lost the ball. My bad. I can see why he lost the ball. He lost the ball. Messi's going to be playing Copa America and Leagues Cup back-to-back. Next year, yes. Well, no, maybe there's a little bit of time in between because there's no Gold Cup. It depends. Depends on how late in the year the Copa America gets played. If it's early June to early July, no, there'll probably be a week or two in between. What do you think about Ricardo Pepi? I think Ricardo Pepi's a good striker. I don't think he's a starting level striker, but he's playing well. That's a foul, Messi foul. That'll be a free kick, 17th minute. Like, Pepi's not the starter for the U.S. With Balogun in, he's not the starter. I think he's better than Jesus Ferreira. I think Pepi should be the backup, to be completely honest, when it comes to the U.S. at the striker position. Does Miami play any defense? Not really. No, the defense is like the last thing they need to fix. But, hey, if you're outscoring teams, I guess it works. If you hold the possession, you're outscoring teams. I guess it really doesn't matter, but look at the Dallas game. Back to the point, though. Ricardo Pepi should be the backup to Balogun. And then Brandon Vasquez is third. I think Jesus Ferreira should not have any, especially if Brandon Vasquez goes to Europe. I don't think Jesus Ferreira should be anywhere near over fourth in the U.S. striker depth chart. And then depending on how good Sargent does or Pefok does, he plays well for Dallas. That's about it. And he plays well against Caribbean nations, but that's about it. There's a reason why he ain't gone to Europe yet, Jesus Ferreira. But Brandon Vasquez could. Yes. Brandon Vasquez is actually good. It's sad that they were starting Ferreira pretty much the whole Gold Cup. I think they should have started Vasquez, but that's just me. 4 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw when scoring first in Leagues Cup for Philadelphia or Miami. And I don't think they've 32 groups, 32, 16, 8. Yeah, they haven't played anything more than that. They've always scored first. You think he starts in PSV? Yes, I think Pepi starts at PSV. Miami's playing perfect possession with offense. Yep. They're doing exactly what they need to do. When's your next game? 8:30 Central tonight. Monterey versus Nashville. Plays forward. Donovan loses the ball. Oh. Gazdag! Goal kick for Calendar. Philadelphia now trying to pressure. They haven't had much. I think Gazdag wasted that shot, but at least he took it. Miami 2. Really? Are we that behind? Gazdag with a shot. Miami scores a second, huh? Plays forward. Kritsov. Kritsov still all the way up to Joseph. Is it going to be Messi? Messi. Messi. And got a Messi! Goal! 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 Goal de Messi! Goal de Miami! 2-0! Lionel Messi! Oh my word! What a shot! Andre Blake looks horrible tonight. Oh my word. Lionel Messi. Golazo! Golazo! Golazo Messi! I mean, he's the GOAT in MLS. What do you expect is going to happen? What a shot! Will he ever stop scoring? I don't know. I don't know. '20th minute. Martinez plays it on. That's a foul on Philly. So at the very least, Messi's onside. I don't know if there is VAR. What would be VAR? I don't think there would be any VAR on this situation. There was no goalkeeper. No, Andre Blake just got chipped. Or I shouldn't say chipped, but he got caught out again. What VAR would there be? 2-0 Dulcecero Miami. Yep, they're going to the final. It just depends if they're hosting or going to Nashville. There's no way they blow this. 21st minute. Lionel Messi scores. Messi with a beautiful goal. Joseph's doing fine. Now, he got fouled. That I'm not disagreeing with. Unless you're going for a red card on the tackle off the ball, then I guess that's VAR. But on the goal, 22nd minute. I don't know. I think it's time for everyone to move to Miami, I think. Nope, it is a goal. 2-0 Miami. Dulcecero. Damian Lowe gets a yellow. Philly got lucky to even make it this far. You're honestly right. They were playing like crap, and they played just crap teams up until this. And Miami, even though they have no defense, was going to make Philly pay for once. And here we are. Philly is getting owned by Miami. Miami scores another. Messi has scored again. Yeah, Philly are losing. They're about to lose their heads. No, I think Messi will be here longer. I think. 22nd minute. Yedlin. I think Miami's going to the final. So, if they win, of course, they're going to the CONCACAF Champions Cup. If they... "23rd minute. Philly looked dodgy in the previous match." Yeah, they've looked dodgy the whole time since the group stage, to be completely honest. 23rd minute. 23rd minute. But yeah, they've looked dodgy since the group stage. They should have pasted Querétaro again. They didn't. Miami rightfully is winning. So. Exactly. That's my point. Do you think next year Erling Haaland goes to Real Madrid because there's a contract till 2027, but it has a release clause, which means they can release him out early? Do you think it'll happen? No, I think Haaland stays at City till 27 or 26. I don't think Haaland leaves City until after the World Cup. Here comes Philly, shot blocked away. I think he will leave, and he will go to Madrid. But I don't think it'll be until 26. Now, questionably, unless they get Mbappe, which I don't think he'll ever leave City then. If Madrid gets Mbappe, yeah, I mean, Haaland's not even going there. Why would you do that? But that sort of puts Haaland in the Alvarez role, unless you want to play Mbappe at the wing and Haaland is the number 9. Which, I mean, you could do that, but I don't like it. I'm saying it now, Monterrey's the only team that could stop Messi. If the final is Miami versus Nashville, that's an easy win for Miami. Monterrey versus Miami is 51-49 in favor of Miami. And I said this was 51-49 in favor of Miami, and look how easy this is. I mean, I'm not saying Monterrey will be that easy, but I think Miami could easily beat Monterrey. Not easily, but they would definitely. I don't know if I think it'll be 5. I think it'll be 50-50. I don't think they're the favorite, but I don't think they're the underdog either. I think it's a pick'em at this point. 25th minute. 2-0 Dulcecero Miami. 2-0 Dulcecero. Agreed. No, Nashville's actually pretty good. Monterrey FC win. They're going to travel a lot. Over 5,285 miles traveled in the span of just 2 weeks. That's a lot, but it doesn't seem like the whole story. Like, that doesn't seem like the whole. I mean, yeah, they went from Real Salt Lake to Seattle to LA to Houston. Nah, it's got to be over 5,000. 5,000, that seems a little bit low. From Monterey to Seattle to Salt Lake to Houston to LA to Nashville to possibly Miami. Right now it'd be Miami if they won. Cool brand, like my random Instagram story yesterday. It wasn't even about a product. That's pretty cool. Messi's making all these teams look bad, and I say, dummy, yeah. I say dummy, yeah. It's on Saturday. MLS comes back on Sunday. Toronto plays Montreal on Sunday. I hope they win. That's all I'm asking for. Just beat Montreal, and the rest of the season, I could care less. I mean, I still probably do most of these, but yeah, I would agree with that. Nice. I'll check it out. Cibal, Pantoja. I probably need that, so I'll check it out. I'm not saying. But I definitely probably need it for scouting reasons. 27th minute, 2-0 Dos Acero. So with that being said, I mean, we got a good one here. 2-0 Dos Acero. 6 fouls to 0 for Philly. Philly is playing dirty. Joseph scored an open play and Messi scored one, and that's where we are right now. How did Chelsea get all this money? Because they're owned by a pretty big conglomerate or a capital company. Todd Boehly has a lot of money. Like, that's the point. That's the point. With that being said, here we are. Philadelphia had to beat New York on pens and needed to rob Querétaro to win, so don't know why people would have faith in this Philadelphia team. Because they made MLS Cup final and made the Champions League semis. Like, nobody expected they were this crap. What was your prediction pregame? I said 2-1 Miami. 2-1 Miami. I wonder how much final tickets will be. I'm not completely sure. Saved by calendar. Probably over $1,000. Especially if they're playing at Hard Rock. I'm sure the closest be over $1,000 per ticket. That's my guess. I wouldn't say anything else. Balogun needs a new team. He'll leave Arsenal, I'm sure. Lyon and France will be calm, and it's better than every MLS club are about. So, I mean, Lyon will probably do just fine. Olympique Lyon. Because FSG doesn't spend money. And the two players they went for wanted to go to Chelsea anyway. They didn't want to go to Liverpool. Both teams were in. They wanted to go to Chelsea, and they made it work. So Liverpool doesn't like spending money, and when they did, they picked two players who didn't want to play for them. I mean, get the freaking Fenway guys out, please. So there we go. Calendar, big save. Let's hope Miami doesn't bottle this. I don't think they will. Is Chelsea trash this year? No, they're actually going to be good. They're actually Free kick for Philly. No, I will never make that bet. You're crazy if you think I'd make that bet. So, no. I know, but they haven't done anything. I mean, it's more of what I expected. I didn't think he would go to MLS. I expect him to go to Saudi, at least right now. Him waiting out for December, that would never have happened. He may be going to Saudi for 2 years, then he's coming to MLS. But one, it was a move of convenience. Second of all, Saudi could always win out with money-wise, so I'm not surprised either. Yeah, I agree with that. Cleared away. Well, that's a good thing, I guess. Because that means, and Messi basically carried him to a trophy. Yeah, I think it's exactly the same. You're right. Except I think the defense might be a little bit more sus. But Argentina at least never went 4-2 down. But someone is saying Liga MX is still better. This Leagues Cup doesn't show that MLS is better. I'm not saying MLS is better than the low and mid-tier of Liga MX. The big dogs of each league, it's even, but Mexico could still win. But your Querétaros, well, I guess that's a bad pick. But in most cases, your Xoloses, your Mazatlans, they're not better than MLS teams. They're not. MLS teams are better. Like, overall, I'd say the league is... The high water marks of the leagues are pretty even, but that's a corner for Philly. But the most of the leagues, I'd say MLS is better. Mbappe goes to Saudi, that's not happening. I think he wanted Neymar out. I think he just played Real Madrid again. PSG will do anything to keep Mbappe. He wanted Neymar out. He got him out. They'll go past. That'll be a corner, another corner for Philly. Well, no, Austin doesn't. Well, Austin sucks at international competition. I'm saying overall, Neymar should come to the MLS. He will in 2 years. That's my guess. I just wonder what will happen for the World Cup for him. I don't think Mbappe's going to Madrid, at least not this year. Maybe next summer, but he'll play them again. For somebody who hates playing for Paris, he really loves having them wrapped around his finger. 34th minute. He really does. He really does. He really does. Nine Messi goals. True. Exactly. Kane's the curse. You can't take the Spurs. You can take Kane out of Spurs, but you can't take the Spurs out of Harry Kane. Bayern waited for him just to lose. They'll still win the league, but it's hilarious. Basically a gimme trophy. Subaru Park, yes. Telemundo has U.S. Open Cup rights in Spanish because of Inter Miami of the request to Andres Cantor, which will piss off TUDNA because they want to remain the biggest Spanish sports channel in USA. Yeah, but guess where else the U.S. Open Cup's being shown on? Cantor's son works for CBS Golazo. They're showing the English games on Golazo. I'm just saying. They both had something to do with that. It's just ironic. It's just ironic. Cantor's son. Works for Golazo. They have the Open Cup games on Golazo. He's going to be part of that coverage, too. I'm going to bet my bottom dollar. At least for the Miami part of it. He's going to be part of that coverage. I bet my bottom dollar. No hate, I'm just saying. It's sort of X-Files, you know. I'm going full soapbox. The football version of soapbox. Conspiracy theories. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I think it is. Who I think the greatest commentator is. Like any sport or football, English, Spanish, what answer? What question is in wrestling? Oh. Jim Ross. Jim Ross, easily. Honestly, Jim Ross might just be in any sport, to be honest, but Jim Ross. Morocco wins. That's my early prediction. Ezekiel Elliott, am I happy with Ezekiel Elliott going to the Patriots? Yes. Yes. Him and Ramondre Stevenson should play very well together. Nope. Tax said if they played in Mexico, it would be very different. Even the middle table MX's team could beat mid-table MLS teams or more. He's right. He's right. I think in Mexico, the home field advantage would definitely help a middle-level Mexican team versus a middle-level MLS team. If it's a big-level MLS team versus a middle-level, like if it's Xolos versus LAFC, I don't really think it matters, the home field advantage. True. I've been watching the Women's World Cup on Telemundo because Nexstar sucks. And I still have DirecTV. So I can't even watch the Women's World Cup on Fox that much. I have to pretty much watch it on Telemundo. There's a couple FS1 games I was able to catch, but I'd say more of what I've watched through the Women's World Cup have been on Telemundo, Peacock, and Spanish. Thanks, Nexstar. Punks. ESPN Deportes might have a rivalry between Telemundo for the Spanish viewers in the U.S. ESPN Deportes ain't nothing, okay? I can tell you that much right now. It ain't nothing. It's funny. I could care less about the Dolphins. By the way, the USMNT U15s beat Mexico 4-2, which I didn't expect it. I thought it'd be a closer game. Yeah, and then people are starting to use that as bragging rights. Yes, I am. Shot, cross, header. Lamau. Exactly. I think y'all will build back. NHL. Because honestly, Brady's retired. Why should I give a shit about the NFL? 39th minute, NHL. Because he's gotten older and he has Bell's palsy, and I guess being older leads to him having more flare-ups, which makes him... It's really just his age and the afflictions that he has. Jim Ross still had amazing commentary back in the 90s. I still revere Jim Ross as a commentator. But the older you get, as of now, the more afflictions you have, they're going to present more and more. And that's live, at least as of now. If people like Aubrey de Grey get their way, that'll change, but enough about that. Derek Ray's a pretty good commentator, I agree, in English. Is Dak trash? No. Can't believe the Raiders beat the 49ers, which I'm not going to count as a big success considering we're not playing our best team. I thought the Raiders would lose. It's preseason. I'm never afraid of the Jets. The Patriots' worst season, they still swept the Jets. Yeah, I'm never afraid of the Jets. 40th minute, 2-0, 2-0. True. I think it'll be a draw, and they'll probably lose on penalties. Say by Andre Blake. How we doing, Brazy? Inter Miami are winning this whole thing, aren't they? I mean, the Leagues Cup. They will, and they'll probably sneak their way to MLS Cup and win that, too. I saw that, and it's so sad. It's sad. Emerov, I thought he was progressing a couple of months ago. So to see that happen, it was just a shock. And it's sad to see. See somebody cut down that young. It hurts. Who's your favorite AFC? Asia. If you're talking about the Asian Confederation, Japan. If we're talking about the American Football Conference in the NFL, the Patriots, of course. Asia, though, Japan, of course. That's also, of course. Mauro Ranallo is just as good as Jim Ross. I agree. I like Mauro Ranallo. I hate that JBL bulled him out of the WWE. He is. I'd say pretty good. I'd say probably 600, 700 yards on the season. 5 to 700 yards on the season, about 8, 10 touchdowns. He'll do pretty good. 42nd minute. That was Sabasa Endo. Yeah. But he got the blood marrow transplant. It seems like he's starting to progress forward. Things are going better for him. I pray for him. I want him to keep on pushing forward and doing better. But, yeah, he did have the blood marrow transplant. I think things are starting to be better or get better for him. He's still in a fight, and I'm still praying for him. But I think things are. The good thing about leukemia is that's one of the easier and most researched cancers to beat. So I think he's handling it. 43rd minute. They look like they'll be good. Philly's giving Kritzov the beat down right now. I agree with that. I like that jersey, but if you're going to sell it, if you're going to sell it, I hope you get more than like $60 profit for it. But again, I was being conservative there. But it's a nice jersey. Amazing jersey. The Maldini jersey was an amazing find. I don't know if I would sell it, but hey, if that's what you want to do, I mean, I'm sure you'll get some sort of profit off of it find it for $40 and being real. I'm sure you'll get some profit off of it. I'm being conservative with up at the $40, $60 range, but maybe you could go 140 and get 100 off it, but I don't know. I agree. I have no idea at this point. I need to see this flesh out. Give me like the Euros and then we'll talk. I'm not Russian. I have no Russian blood. I'm not a Patrick Mahomes fan. And by the way, Patrick is not Tom Brady. That's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is the new Tom Brady. Come on now. I like Patrick as a player, but I'm not no Chiefs bandwagoner. Don't do this. Unless they're in the Super Bowl against a team that I'd probably root for them around. But you know what? Patrick as a player, I respect. Let's put it like this. I respect Patrick Mahomes as a player. How his postseason run went. But if you want to compare a younger quarterback to Tom Brady, that's Joe Burrow, okay? That's Joe Burrow. That's my guy. I hope we do. Miami should buy Carlos Vela. Yeah, I see why too. CD Universitario 3, Jokero 1. Now it's 4-1. Universitario. The St. Louis Rams aren't around anymore. Stan Kroenke moved the damn team. Patrick earned his second ring. He's better than Joe. 45th minute. But Patrick still isn't Tom Brady or a Tom Brady-esque quarterback. Joe Burrow is. Like, Joe Burrow gives me young Tom Brady vibes. Like, Joe Burrow reminds me of young Tom Brady. except he can run. That's about it. Patrick Mahomes gives me more Steve McNair vibes. Winning, but, you know, Patrick Mahomes reminds me of Steve McNair. That's what he reminds me of. Or Donovan McNabb, not Brady. Good quarterback, and he wins more than McNair or McNabb, but that's kind of what Mahomes reminds me of, is Donovan McNabb or Steve McNair, personally. I agree with that. No, I don't like the LA Rams. I agree with that. No. Jimmy Garoppolo was supposed to be baby goat, but didn't pan out. Mahomes is a stronger but slower John Elway. How is he slower than Elway? I would think that's Josh Allen, but okay. I'm sticking with the McNair thing for Patrick. I'm sticking with it. Sad to see. I remember hearing about that when it happened back in 2009. It was sad to hear because I was always a fan of McNair. I always thought he was a wonderful quarterback. It was sad to hear about that when it happened. Hmm. 4 minutes. Elway ran faster than Mahomes. I need to look that up. I need to fact check that because that just doesn't sound believable. 48th minute. Who's the Michael Vick of today? Lamar Jackson. Miami 3. Here comes Messi. Or Jordi Alba scores. Jordi Alba scores. It's 3 before the half. I didn't see the 8. But then I did. Jordi Alba with a blazing run scores the goal. Goal for Miami, 3-0, 3-0. I should look for the armband, not the number. But Jordi Alba with a banger of a goal. Miami 3-0. And Joe Burrow still could be too. So that's my point. It ain't Josh Allen. I can tell you this. If somebody's going to win the AFC and it's not Patrick Mahomes, it's Joe Burrow, not Josh Allen. Jordi Alba scores. And honestly, if the Bengals had any good offensive line, they would have won that Super Bowl over the Rams. Robert Taylor plays it up, and what a run by Jordi Alba. Perfect timing. Andre Blake looks horrible tonight. Side netting. Beautiful goal. 3-0, 3-0. Miami's cruising. Blowout. Okay, I didn't expect that. Goes to half 3-0. No. They look like they look discombobulated, my friend. They look like they're imploding. And that's halftime. 3-0, 3-0, medio tiempo. Miami are cruising to the final. 45 more minutes. They should keep rolling. They are cruising. So far, yes. Monterey will probably be at least as hard. I don't know if they'll go down 4-2, but Monterey will be tough too. Messi wants everyone to score. Is that onside? It's 3-0 at the half. It was onside to them. Here we are. No, I think it was on. It was a perfect run. Like he was on, just right on. Any moment earlier, he starts that run, he's offside. Any moment later, Alba starts that run, he's off. Or he doesn't get there, I should say. Yeah, Miami's going to make the playoffs. TFC, no. Even if they brought back Javinko or got Herdman right now, no. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. 3-0 Miami, 3-0. Miami is whipping Philly up. So far, they are. I think Monterey will at least be right near Dallas on challenge level. If it's Nashville, no, Dallas will be the most tough team they've played throughout the Leagues Cup and probably within that Open Cup semi, too. This Miami team reminds me of those early days Atlanta teams. You can't stop them, they're untouchable. I agree with that. And they basically said that. Who was it? That they were comparing somebody to Villalba. Robert Taylor, I think. They'll be better by the time Champions Cup starts. Like, this was their biggest shot to get there. And then the Open Cup. But they're at least getting, well, if they win, they're already in. And if they win the final, they're in the round of 16. So there you go. They'll be better. They'll do some stuff during the offseason, makes them even better. Just wait. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Sit tight, hit that like button. Super chats are on. Let's roll. They are. Sit tight, we'll be back. Stats at the half. Back for the stats at the half. 42% possession to 58% possession. 7 shots to 3. 166 accurate passes, 82% to 254. 85%. 9 fouls to 1. 0 offside to 0. 4 corners to 0. 7 shots to 3. 2 shots on goal to 3. 203 passes, 300. 82% in pass accuracy to 85. 2 yellow cards to 0. 0 red cards to 0. 7 throws to 7. 3-0 Miami. 3-0. Miami's just dominating. Like, Philadelphia Union's had their moments, but Philly has looked questionable. Philly's looked so beatable. This is just wild. I mean, they haven't looked good in the knockout stage at all. They kind of got lucky to be here. But the fact that Philly was not up for this game at all, like, you could just tell that Philly's like, they felt like they were in the crossroads, in the headlights all night. Like, they thought they had no chance. None. You could just tell the mentality. You could just tell from Philly their mentality of where they thought they were. Joseph scored the 3rd minute, and it just went downhill from there. That early goal put Philadelphia on the back foot. Philadelphia, I did say that, but you would think that they'd be like, holy crap, we're 90 minutes away from the Champions Cup. For sure. We're playing Miami at home. We pasted 2 teams in the group stage. You would think they'd be like, yeah, we should be up for this one. We shouldn't feel like we're in the headlights. We're a deer in the headlights. No, they should feel like they're up. They should be up for it. They should have some flair, some balls. They didn't. They're being dirty. They got scored on early, and now they're being dirty. Philly is playing a dirty game. 9 fouls. It's a wonder they don't have more than 1 yellow card. Or 2. It's a wonder they don't have more than 2. They're playing dirty as all hell. Maybe focus on your forward play instead of being dirty. Yeah, I'm sure they would, but you know what? That Arab Club Champions Cup or whatever it was called, yeah, that's a Mickey Mouse trophy too. And I like both guys. I still like Cristiano. I like Messi. But you want me to be honest, I'm going to call it straight. That Arab Club Champions Cup, that's a Mickey Mouse trophy too. Probably more than this. I know they've played it more than once, the Arab Club Champions Cup, but it's just ironic that they finally play it again when Cristiano gets there and all these players get there. Right? Yeah, Mickey Mouse trophy. If you were Jim Curtin and Tata Martino, what would your message be to Miami and Philly at the halftime locker room? If I was Tata, I'd be like, keep playing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Just keep pushing, keep playing forward, keep the possession, keep the tempo of the game in your hands. If I was Jim Curtin, I would be ripping these guys to shreds. I'd be like, 1, we've been playing like crap the whole knockout stage, and then the one game you have to show up for. And you can't get away with playing like crap. You play even worse. What are you doing? You should be up for this. Champions League would be confirmed. Champions Cup would be confirmed if you won. Now we have to play a 50-50 shot. Most likely at home. That's the good news, because if it's Monterey would have to come to Philly anyway, and they were higher placed in Nashville would have to come to Philly if they're in the 3rd place. So in the end, Philly still hosts 3rd place, which is good news. The bad news is they're playing like this game doesn't matter when it does. I would rather be confirmed in Champions Cup, and it just depends on where I'm seated in the final, than have to play a 50-50 shot and then lose on penalties. You got to be up for this. Like, you legitimately got to be up for this. And they're not. Like, Philadelphia, I am absolutely dumbfounded. Like, how do you paste teams in the group stage and then just start looking like crap? They deserve to lose tonight. They do. And if I was Jim Curtin, I'd be ripping these guys to shreds. I'd be ripping these guys to shreds. I'd be hairdryer treating them for the whole 15-minute halftime. I wouldn't even shut up. They get an earful for 15 minutes. The first time they'd stop hearing my voice is when they walk out of the locker room to step back on the pitch. If I was Jim Curtin, I would give them the freaking riot act. That's all you can do. Oh, and you know what I would say? I'd be like, guys, Dad, you might as well have been injured. You're our best player. We were worried about you. We wanted you to play. We need you to play. And you're looking like a freaking Casper the Friendly Ghost. You're not out there at all. Might as well be injured. At least we'd have a freaking excuse if you were hurt. What's going on? Play better. I know you ain't 100%, but this game should matter more than that. Play better. Play better. I know you can. Play better. That's what I would say. Might as well be hurt. You're acting like you still are. You're just lucky we can't pull you off for anybody, because anybody will pull you off for is not even half as good as you as a ghost. That's why you're lucky. Let's see. Who we pull it off for? Joaquin Torres? This ain't March. Who do we pull you for, Gazdag? Joaquin Torres? This ain't March. Jack McGlynn? He'll probably put out some more energy, but other than that, I'm not sure. Sullivan? Same situation. Ali Bedoya? He's lost his damn legs. He came off injury too. Pick your poison. Keep a ghosting Gazdag on the pitch, or go Joaquin Torres, who lost his March form. One or two of the youngins who may give good energy, but other than that, pretty much nothing. And then Alejandro Bedoya, who's lost his legs. Gazdag might be the best choice. And he ain't even playing that well. Keeping him on might be the best choice. And he ain't even playing that well. What, throw Raffanello out of position? You're out of your mind. Oh, they are going to put on Jack McGlynn. Let's see if they put up the number 10. Mikel Ura is coming on at the half as well. El Brujo looks like he's staying on. Hey, it's ballsy. If it is for Gazdag, it is ballsy, I gotta say. So 31. Leon Flock, it looks like, for McGlynn. No, it used to be Talent Energy. Now it's Subaru Park. A lot. It would heat up the sport in this country. You think Messi Mania is hot now? Just wait when he wins the cup. With his first act in MLS, he wins a cup. Oh, what? They're going to take off Leon Flock for 17 for 7. That is Damian Lowe, and they're taking off Leon Flock. So Damian Lowe off for Mikel Ura, and Leon Flock off for Jack McGlynn. No, Leon Flock is on. Or Leon Flock is off for Jack McGlynn. Because I guess they're not taking off Gazdag. He doesn't have the balls. Curtin doesn't have the balls. Like, at this point, as I said, you probably should put on Joaquin. Here's the thing, though. At least make the statement that when you're playing like crap and you might as well still be injured anyway and you're ghosting, might as well pull the guy. You don't really have a good decision. I mean, they just put Jack McGlynn on anyway. It would be a better statement if you pulled Gazdag for McGlynn. Are you going to win this game? Probably not. Are you going to get the penalties? Probably not. At least make the statement. Nah, he's just looked like crap tonight. I don't think he's had a bad game at the worst time possible. He's been out of position. He's been caught out of position horribly. I don't think this is on him either. I don't think he's taking a dive. I don't think Andre Blake would take a dive. That doesn't seem like his character to me. I think Andre Blake is a fair player. I think he is an honest player. I don't think he would take a dive. I don't think Andre Blake would take a dive. That is ridiculous to investigate Andre. He's just been caught out of position 3 times. Everybody has bad games. Yeah, I could see what you're saying. That's ridiculous. Heads forward. 46th minute. But yeah, I would agree. Philadelphia kind of looks like Canada in the Nations League final. I agree. Harriel to take the throw in here. I mean, Union should. Well, if it's Nashville, honestly, at this point, I don't care if it's in Philly. Nashville is the favorite for the 3rd place. And if it's Monterey somehow going to 3rd place, Philly is screwed. Monterey will rip Philly to shreds if Monterey was to somehow lose tonight on penalties. I don't think they'd lose outright, but if they lose on penalties, yeah, I don't think so. All right? And Nashville, it's going to be a tight match. And you know what? I like Nashville's chances in that case. So I would prepare to stop watching MLS then, if that's the case. I would prepare to stop watching. He's been a ghost all night long. He's been a ghost like Lionel Richie all night long. All night long. Still scared for the second half. It's 3-0. And Philadelphia looks like absolute crap. I think you'll be fine. I feel it, but I think you'll be fine. Looking at it tactically, I think you'll be fine. I hope somebody appreciate that Lionel Richie joke. I don't know. Lol. I knew Messi will win the Messi versus Andre Blake battle because Messi has played against and scored against goalies that are way better than Andre Blake. Speaking of goalies against Messi, do you remember the time where they all got like Budweiser bottles when Messi like hit 700 goals? And like every keeper he scored against got like the number of bottles of how many goals they've allowed against Lionel Messi? Shot past the post. Remember when that happened? That was like the most shithouse thing ever. I know Messi didn't send the bottles, but like it was like the number of the goal and then like the keeper, and then all the keepers had to post their picture with all their bottles. Everybody. Like that's got to be sort of, like that's got to be, I don't know. Like you're basically telling a keeper, yeah, we need to market Budweiser. Yeah, we're going to send you 5 bottles because you've allowed 5 goals to Lionel Messi out of his 700. And you have to take a picture and post it on your social medias. Basically admitting you got beat. You're a failure. At least when you're playing against Messi. That's just something. I mean, like if I was a keeper, I'd drink those bottles after I was done with a picture. Like that just feels like so much self-deprecation. You probably would need to fix it with that piss beer. I think I see why they did it. Give that the Shithousery Award. Yeah, actually, I bet they did that year. That was something. Like that's always gonna live rent free in my head. Playing forward, Philadelphia should have went with 2 strikers. That was a big mistake. Yeah, here's the problem with that though. Where's the forward play? Where's the service? They have no service. So why you play 2 strikers? Pray tell. Pray tell. Yeah, you have no service. Why would playing 2 strikers change anything? There has been no service. None. Their best chance came off the foot and over the bar, like outside the 18. They have no service. No strikers. I don't think a striker. I don't think Donovan's touched the ball once. Now they put Uda on, but where's Carranza? They have, I mean, maybe Donovan was put in a really bad position because he's a rookie, but he ain't touched the ball. Now he finally did and played it straight back to a Miami defender. Donovan ain't ready. Just because he scored a tap in against Querétaro doesn't mean he's ready for Miami. No. I would have pulled him, to be honest, for Carranza. Like you go Carranza and Ura because Ura's on now. I don't know. The only time the bad side of Messi people said was when PSG and Barcelona bottled the Champions League against Liverpool in 19. Well, here's the thing about the PSG era Messi. I don't even think Messi, to be honest, I don't even think Messi wanted to be at PSG. I think he hated it from the first. Like, yeah, he got paid, but I don't think Messi liked PSG at all. When he finally got like 3 months in, he kind of hated it. Like, you could just see how much happier Messi is at Miami. Like, just look at Messi. Like, he loves Miami. You've never seen him that happy at PSG. From in between Barcelona and Miami, the only time you saw Messi happy was the World Cup. Look at him in Miami. He's so happy. Kremashki on the ball. Like, PSG, he just seemed soulless. He didn't seem happy at all. He seemed like he was running out his time. And Neymar was there. And Neymar was probably the person who sold him the move, to be honest. Yeah, but him in Miami legitimately flies in the face of that. Like, Messi looks happy as all hell to be in Miami. So, that is true. St. Louis Rams or Kansas City Chiefs better? Well, I mean, the Rams aren't around, or at least the St. Louis Rams aren't around anymore. I'd say the greatest show on turf is better than the current KC Chiefs, though, if that's your question. Cross in. The last home loss for Philadelphia was against Orlando City in March. I remember watching that game, the Messi Cup. He was about to go to the final. Shot punched away by a calendar. Honestly, agree. Looks like Messi just looks happy in Miami, and Joseph and Messi are kind of close friends right now as it looks. Yep. But you know what? Plays in Kremashki, chips over the bar, and it's still in the box. But Kremashki with a great chance. Martinez plays it down. Jordi Alba, the Arroyo. Miami resets. Messi. Martinez, cross. That'll go straight to Blake. That'll be a goal kick. That's why I'm become a Messi fan. I know exactly how I feel. I saw a guy bought a white Barcelona kit, be a goal kick with Neymar on it, and it was tossed in the bin the day it was bought. Yes. 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 Donovan's a fake striker. Yep. The first chance he gets, he has an open net. He puts it over the bar. If Monterey wins, yes. If Nashville wins, Miami goes to Nashville. Miami goes to Nashville if it's a Nashville win. If Monterey wins, it's held Miami. Yes. Probably Hard Rock. I guarantee you, if it's Monterey, Miami, it's going to be at the Hard Rock Stadium. I'm calling it now. 56th minute. I'm calling it now. That net was wide open. Yeah, he pulled a Kasper Shabilko now, didn't he, Chris Donovan? He pulled a Kasper Shabilko. You want Monterey to win. I picked them to win. If we're being honest, no. Because I want my $50. I want my $50 super chat from Jose. But I could wait till the final. I could wait till Saturday, too. He said if they don't win at all, $50. Which that means if they go to the final and they lose, that's out for a corner for Philadelphia in the 57th minute. It should be a game somewhere in Texas for Liga MX. Yeah, but no, they're going to Miami. Shabilko a bit closer than that. That's true. The rigged Messi Cup. I don't think it's rigged. At least for Messi. I don't think it's a completely rigged for Miami thing. This was going to happen anyway had Messi came or not. Now, is it definitely more favoring MLS? Yes. That is the fact. Is this rigged for Messi? No. Messi's just that damn good. He's carrying a Miami team with his boys. He's that damn good. Not rigged if Miami's still suffering on defense. Exactly. Was penalty rigged against Orlando? It was a soft penalty, but they chose to give it. Leo Campana and Gomez coming on? Yep. 58th minute. They're bringing on Gomez. Messi league, sucker. Yeah, that's honestly a good call. Campana and Gomez coming on for Miami's first two subs. '58th minute. Oh. Nice play. Robert Taylor crosses in and doesn't get it to Joseph. This feels like an MLS playoff game. Not exactly. The Dallas one did. This, no. No, because nobody gets blown out 3-0 at home in the MLS playoffs. You may lose at home, but you don't get blown out. Yeah, this don't feel like a playoff game. This just feels like something different. I need my under to hit 500. About to lose your ACA, yeah? Speaking of, did we see the guy who picked every Premier League game correctly and got what, 16,000? Who's better, MLS or Saudi? MLS. MLS is more talent. Saudi League is top heavy. Maybe bigger names, but it's top heavy. What brand of chips are the best and which ones are the worst? Ooh. Tom's chips. Tom's S&V chips. Saved by Calendar. Shot over the bar. Gazdag puts it over the bar. Best chips. Tom's S&V chips. Worst chips. I don't know. For me, it's Doritos nacho cheese. Like, I don't like nacho cheese Doritos. I don't. That's just subjective opinion. I like Cool Ranch Doritos. I don't like Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I like regular Cheetos, but if you're talking about a brand, Robert Taylor coming off for Gomez and Joseph for Campana. Will you do a one-chip challenge? No, I would not. Honestly, Doritos nacho cheese, it doesn't even taste like nacho cheese. Thank you. I don't think I have the worst. Like, I only can really say flavors I don't like for worst. Like, I don't think there's a bad, unless you want me to say Funyuns, but those are technically onion rings. They're in the chip aisle, but they're technically onion rings. Sun chips, maybe? Like sun chips? Like, I don't like sun chips. Like, I guess, yeah, we'll go with sun chips as a brand. I don't like sun chips. There you go. There's your answer. As a brand, I don't like sun chips. But, again, Tom's S&V chips clear everybody. Funyuns are now a Ruffles flavor. What the hell? Will soccer become the top USA sport by 2026? No. Maybe over baseball and hockey, but it won't beat gridiron football, college football, or basketball. But it'll be top 4, in my opinion. I don't care what you say. Gridiron, college football, and the NFL are 2 different sports. They may be the same code of sport, but they're 2 different sports. They're 2 different sports. Do you like Taco Bell, the fast food, or no? I like Taco Bell. Yeah. I like Taco Bell. I wish they'd bring back the Doritos Locos Taco, Cool Ranch Taco, but other than that, is the NFL rigged? I don't think so. You could say, but with realignment, college football is a lot more similar to NFL. But to me, the way I see college football, do I like NBA? I'm a Raptors fan, but do I watch anything that isn't the Raptors besides the NBA Finals? No. Like, if I'm watching NBA, it's a Raptors game or the Finals or the All-Star game. Other than that, I don't watch the league that much. Exactly. I agree with that. Tata has created a new fashion trend with a penny jersey, the sun vest on his neck. So they're just saying everybody should like wear a polo shirt with a penny jersey over their neck. Yeah. That doesn't seem, well, then again, Balenciaga might do it. They always do dumb stuff. They turn trash bags into freaking clothes. Balenciaga. They turn paper clips into earrings. Balenciaga. Messi winning the final. Probably. Yedlin got a yellow. How we doing, Red Bull Insider? Is NBA rigged? I could see why it's scripted. I could see why people say it's scripted. Yellow card. 64th minute. Gomez is down. I could see NBA being rigged. Diego Gomez low-key playing good day. Just came on. Maybe he's a sub. That's what he does. But that's what he should do. Bueno elbowed him. Good tackle by Gomez. Bueno elbowed him. Yedlin yellow. I don't remember that, no. 64th minute. Gomez sits up. There's absolutely no trophies for California this year because the Warriors won the NBA last year. LAFC won the MLS Cup. Hockey's not rigged. Oh, don't get me started on hockey. The Stanley Cup playoffs, they may not be rigged, but them damn referees never make any calls. The deeper you get into the playoffs and deeper you get into games, the referees call nothing. Nothing. Unless you're the Toronto Maple Leafs, then the refs will call everything on you. Did you see how the Florida Panthers got to freaking basically run at the Leafs? And the Leafs freaking defend themselves and they get a 2-minute minor. That series is bullshit. The Florida Panthers freaking just went and clobbered the Leafs. Got to do anything they wanted. They did a stick. Freaking Radko Gudas held a dude's stick and scored the goal. Leafs do that. They look at that for 5 minutes and take away the goal and make them play again. The Panthers, on the other hand, get to do anything. And then they go to the freaking Eastern Conference Finals and get beat the hell out of. No. They beat the hell out of the Carolina Hurricanes, I should say. But the calls, they didn't really get any calls for them, and they didn't really get any calls against them. They called nothing. But the Leafs, that series, oh, come on now. They were like, freaking, they got to basically beat up on the Leafs like a freaking punching bag. And no call. Leafs defend themselves. They're in the box. True. I agree with that. But the Leaf series? No. That was, and even they didn't really call anything against the Lightning. I think the Lightning, they outright lost. But the Panthers-Leaf series, though? No. 67th minute. Baseball. Header, shot, over the bar. Oh, my God. Glesnes put it over the bar from point-blank range. Jesus. Like he slides. Now I got a feel for him there. Boom. Exactly. Philly can't buy a fucking goal. Not at all. No. Pickleball is the least rigged. But yeah, pickleball, I don't think that's rigged at all. You're right. But it is cool to have the pickleball championships in St. Louis. That is pretty cool. 68th minute. Get your Metro card and get aboard the L train, Philadelphia. How you sky close range tap in? I don't know. You ever bet on sumo? I didn't know you could. But I'm not that much of a degenerate that would bet on sumo wrestling. Gazdag. Shot. Headed away. I've never bet on sumo wrestling. I didn't know you could. Playing forward. Campana. He's on. Shot. Loses it. Campana. Cross. Shot. Messi. Past the post. No. I don't know how you could rig NASCAR. 69th minute. Goal kick. I thought Messi had a second there. I thought he had offside anyway. They just waited till the end of the play. Goal kick anyway, though. Glesnes saved. Is NASCAR... Oh, you already answered that. How's the match? Mick loving it? It's a pretty good game. Jack Elliott with a bad giveaway. And Glesnes, too. Luckily, they're both offside. Elliott with a big save. I'm loving the match. I think it's pretty damn good. I hope the Nashville match is just as good. I want to see a penalty shootout between Monterey and Nashville, and I think we may. Yes, betting on sumo wrestling is a very popular practice in Japan, where there are lots of sites and bookmakers that take gambles on sumo matches. I was talking about outside of Japan. But I guess you could call a bookie anyway. So, exactly. What does that have to do with anything right now? Yeah, but I'm watching Nashville, Monterey. So tomorrow is when I'm watching CONCACAF Central American Cup and the UEFA Super Cup. Cross in. Yedlin, that'll be a goal kick. Think Olympics is rigged? No. I think the Olympics are fair. 25 minutes away from the final and a Champions Cup berth. I say semifinals. I got a hunch. Semifinals. They'll be better by the time the CC or the CONCACAF Champions starts. I agree. Probably. I don't know if I would. Miami ain't won nothing since the Florida Marlins in 2003. Oh, wait, no, the Miami Heat. Oh, okay, no, the Miami Heat in 2013, I guess. My bad. I was not thinking about the Miami Heat. 71st minute. (3-0, 3-0. Are you kidding me? In the U.S., if you win a trophy, you get a parade. So this game getting scary despite the current score line. This is true. I mean, if anybody could score 3 goals in 20 minutes, it's Philly. Yep. I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying they're putting on a lot of pressure. Miami thinks they have this. Is that a bad decision? 72nd minute. Miami will have a parade. Probably, if they win. Philadelphia trail 3-1. Cross in off the corner. Header. Falls down. Goal. Bedoya. Goal de Philadelphia. Alejandro Bedoya pops it in. It's 3-1. 3-1. Game on. 72nd minute. Alejandro Bedoya taps it in. They were bound to get one. Alejandro Bedoya pops one in there. No VAR? I don't think so. 73rd minute. Ball crossed in. Bedoya's onside. He picks it up. Nutmegs Yedlin and pops it into the net. Beautiful shot by Bedoya. What a nutmeg over the shoulder. Yep. Yeah, the Cowboys made them used to getting that trophy. Alejandro Bedoya scores to make it 1. Sullivan and Bedoya came on. And Bedoya changes the game already. Ruiz coming on for Kromashki. Ruiz for Kromashki. What's your Cowboy record prediction? 12-5. 12-5. 74th minute. 12-5 for the Dallas Cowboys. Parade when Morocco beat Portugal. Well, getting 4th place is a parade level for Morocco. But I think Morocco will win the AFCON. I think Morocco's going to win the AFCON next time they play it. My opinion. 74th minute. Like, Moroccan football's got such a great moment. Like, they've been through such a great moment. Philadelphia on the attack again. Yep. Harriel. Nathan Harriel, 75th minute. 15 minutes to go. The East regional champions look like they're about to knock out, or I say the South regional champions look like they're about to knock out the East regional champions. Have you ever been to Morocco? No, but I would love to go to Morocco. I would love to go to Morocco. Dominican Republic baseball team wins the championship. They're getting parade. Why does Philadelphia have to wake up later? Always the second half. Hey, if it works for them, it works for them. Imagine Cristiano goes on loan to Orlando. Because, of course. No, he went down. Like, there is no card there. He went down by himself. 76th minute. It would be nice to see Cristiano come on the loan to MLS. Probably for Orlando. Martinez down hard. I didn't see no foul on him, though. I don't want Messi to forge. Just imagine if Miami played Forge in the Champions Cup. Just imagine. Tim Hortons field would be packed to the brim. Cross in. Shot. Goal past the post. Goal kick for Miami, 77th minute. Will we ever see Messi versus Cristiano ever again? If they have an MLS versus Saudi All-Star game, which I could see it. Telemundo has the rights to the World Cup, and of course the U.S. Open Cup. But Univision and 2DNA still have the rights to Champions League, yes. Miami would rip apart Ford 7-0 aggregate. Yeah, probably. Told y'all this second half was scary as hell. As I said, Miami still has defensive deficiency. Good thing they scored 3 goals in the first half. Ruiz for Kromashki was the sub. Yep, 78th minute. 12 minutes plus stoppage time. Yep. 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Mountain, 5:30. No, wait. 6:30. 8:30. Oh, Toronto plays Cincinnati on Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV at 5 o'clock. Do I do anything on Friday? I don't think so. Might as well watch that game. See ya. No, they're not choking. Sergio Busquets, 78th minute. Because Philadelphia boos. That's what they do. Philadelphia fans are the most savage fans of them all. If you ain't Philadelphia, they don't like you. That's what it is. And hell, even they'll boo their own players. Besides Trey Turner, I guess. 79th minute. 3-1, 3-1 Miami. Did Messi do another Marvel celebration? I don't think so. 11 minutes plus stoppage time. Can Miami play in the Champions League? If they win, they will be playing in the CONCACAF Champions Cup next year, yes. I agree. Well, Philly fans in general. But, yeah, Eagles fans are probably the worst of them all, yeah. 79th minute. The way I see it, if a Philly fan is 5-5, they're a lot more tolerable. If a Philly fan is 5-5, they root for everything. Eagles, Union, Sixers, Flyers, and Phillies. They're a lot more tolerable. The people who don't recognize the Union are the ones who are the very unpleasant ones. If they recognize the Union or are fans of the Union as well, I think that's when they're a lot more mellow. so to speak, when it comes to Philly fans. The ones who are fans of the Union are a lot more mellow, or at least a lot more pragmatic. The ones who don't like the Union or don't recognize the Union, those are the toxic ones. That's the way I see it, though. Yeah, I remember. They would have destroyed the city if Brady won anyway, though. Either way, the city was getting destroyed. 81st minute. That can't happen because LA got knocked out. Unless you talk about MLS Cup. Worst team fans of the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, you're not wrong. Do you like Philly cheesesteak? Yes, I do. Now, I don't like Cheese Whiz on it. For me, the way they make it at Charlie's Steakhouse or Penn Station is better than the way they have it with, like, the Cheese Whiz. I don't like Cheese Whiz on Philly cheesesteaks. I like Philly cheesesteak, but I'd rather it be provolone, like melted provolone or something like that. I'm not really a fan of Cheese Whiz. Free kick, 82nd minute. Imagine Club World Cup group with Miami, PSG, Barcelona, and Newell's Old Boys. All of Messi's clubs. What if they were all in the tournament? I guarantee you that would happen. '82nd minute. Have you tried Mexican food? Of course I have. Now, I like more traditional or more authentic Mexican food. For me, cross in, header. Like, Tex-Mex is not where it's at for me. Like, I want authentic Mexican food. And there are restaurants that do that. La Casa Mexicana, Casa Azteca. There was another one that I went to earlier this year that was, but I'm not talking about Chevy's Fresh Mex or anything like that. There are restaurants that have more authentic food, but I do like Mexican food, yeah. Exactly. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Ooh, I like the chocolate chip cookie dough from Ben & Jerry's. I like Cherry Garcia. I like their strawberry cheesecake. I like the shot. Goal! Goal! Miami! Ruiz scores! 4-1. 4-1. He has 41 on his back, and he made it 4-1. Ruiz scores and rolls it in. That should do it. David Ruiz scores for Miami. 4-1, 4-1, and that'll do it. But I also like that zebra cake ice cream. I like red velvet ice cream from Cold Stone Creamery. Like, there's a good couple. I do like cotton candy as well. They're French vanilla. It depends on where we're going. 4-1 Miami. Perfect finish. Philadelphia thought they had a chance. Yep, but I think that'll do it. The man who has 41 on his back made it 4-1. David Ruiz. He'll get a hat trick against TFC. Yes. 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 84th minute. What a great finish. That'll do it. Pele era defending right there, huh? At this point, yes. Get to the ball. Good, good, good. Busquets fouled. Free kick. Nope. Advantage play. They just gave it up because they knew they were going to get called for a free kick anyway. if it wasn't for it's like they just gave it up. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Miami to the final. It looks like that'll be the case. Nice. Messi. Miami is just ripping up on him. Messi. Yedlin. It would be nice to see Messi score a free kick goal, yeah. It isn't rigged for Miami, but it's probably rigged for MLS teams. In general. They'll make 2 more subs. McVay and Joaquin Torres about to come on for Philly. Noah Allen and McVay coming on. Arroyo for McVay. And Jordi Alba for Allen. And then, as well, Joaquin Torres is coming on for Philly. Your opinion on Kane going to Bayern? As I said, you can't take the Spurs. You can take Harry Kane out of Spurs. You can't take the Spurs out of Kane. Miami will win MLS Cup. I wouldn't be surprised if they go from worst to champions halfway through the season. It's exactly what I wanted Toronto to do, but turns out it can be done. It's just Miami. 86th minute. As I said, Miami's doing exactly what I wanted Toronto to do so far. Shot, save. 87th minute. I think Miami has a very good chance against Monterrey. I agree. It's at least 50-50. I don't think they're an underdog. That's the thing. If they're not an underdog, they got a good chance. Robert Taylor secretly underrated. I think he's secretly underrated, yeah. 88th minute. Will TFC win another game this year? If they are, it's got to be that Montreal game on Sunday. If not, if they don't win that, they're not. They'll lose all 10 if they don't beat Montreal. They probably won't be able to get Cristiano on loan for the final. You can only sign free agents in MLS right now, so no. 88th minute. I think they want to go for the treble. Header. Next year? You're talking about, Bayern Munich, a treble is basically bare minimum at this point. Nashville SC match predictions. I say 1-1, it goes to penalties, and Monterrey wins on penalties. I just have a funny feeling. 1 minute plus stoppage time to go. I think Nashville will get the penalties and then lose. And then again, we said that about Cincinnati and America. $20 seconds stoppage time. 15. 5. 3-2 Nashville. Good prediction. We'll see. I don't think it'll be a blowout for Monterey. I think it'll be a tight game. It'll be a very tight game. Miami's putting them all over the bar. Or Philly's putting them all over the bar. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Miami are 3 minutes away from going to the Leagues Cup final. And depending on who wins tonight in the second game, they'll either host it or go to Nashville. And they will be in the Champions Cup. It just depends on where. In the final, it just depends on where. If they win, they get the cup and the round of 16 berth. If they lose, they're in, but that'll be the prelim round. Fair. Not bad odds, but I think it's going to be a tight game for Monterey. It's going to be a very tight game. I don't think they score another 3 goals like they did against LAFC. 91st minute. Nashville's a very defensive team. They held America to 1 or 2. I saw. Yeah, 2. They held them to 2. So. "92nd minute. Playing forward, Allen. 92nd minute. Allen is down. A minute 20 or a minute 10 to go. "92nd minute. Messi free kick. 93rd minute. Game getting a bit chippy. Pretty soon we gonna be smoking that Philly blunt. So Philly blunts this week. Philly blunts this week. Messi again. He's on the touchline. There's no way. 93rd minute. That's the Pozuelo jersey. There were some Messi t-shirts at Soccer Master. I probably should have bought one too. 93rd minute. Free kick for Messi. Should be the last kick of the game. But he's on the far side. There's no way. "94th minute. Messi to take the free kick. Cross in, Messi. Heads it away. Ball's headed away. Allen to Ruiz. Full time! Full time! Miami to the Leagues Cup final. 4-1. 4-1. 4-1 Miami. Miami comes into Philly and slaps them up. Easy as you like. Miami into the final. They're either going to Nashville on Saturday or they're hosting the final themselves. Miami's winning it all. I don't know. They're at least 50-50. With that being said, 4-1 Miami. 4-1 Miami. And they will host They will host. Well, they won't host, but we'll find out what happens. Will they go to Monterey, or will they host Monterey, or go to Nashville? We will find out. We got a cup set. Is it really a cup set when you have Messi, though? Is it really? Philly, get aboard the L train. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share us friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you in about 15 minutes for the Nashville versus Monterey stream. Congratulations to Inter Miami on making the Leagues Cup final and qualifying for Champions Cup. Commiserations to the Philadelphia Union, but at least they're playing the third place match on Saturday. We'll try to cover both, and they will be hosting the third place match. We'll see who joins Miami in the final. Will it be Monterrey going to Miami or Nashville hosting the final? And probably being a sacrificial lamb on the way to Miami lifting a trophy. With that being said, we'll find out. Sit tight. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. And there you go. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.